Hello everyone, Michelin back here with Super Mario Galaxy. In the last mission, we sped through a large part of Seaside Galaxy, and now we're going to finish it up with a secret star in the Silver Stars of Seaslide. Whoa. Let's skip over that intro part. Now, do you remember where I pointed out there was a hungry Luma? I'll meet you there. Hey you! Yeah you! Got any tasty starbits? If you feed me a bunch of starbits, I'll burst with snacky happiness and then transform! I'm famished! I need 40 starbits to curb the hunger pangs. You're kidding! Be right back! There. And give him all of our starbits, because we only have enough to feed him. That's it! I'm stuffed! Here we go! Transform! And the black hole becomes... well, a planet grows around a black hole. Ah! You expected a launch star there, didn't you? Well, so did I for a second, then I remembered. Of course not. Why would there be one? So instead, we fire ourselves up here. And what do you know? There's notes on all of these every single one of these shrinking platforms, there's a note. And we need to collect all these notes. Why? Because we need to collect all these notes. Unfortunately, it's not making a song, it just sounds like scales. Which is unfortunate, but that's just kind of the way things work. Whoa. And I'm skipping over platforms because it's probably possible to do this as one unbroken string of them, but have I done it before? Maybe. Ah, crap. Gah. And we're back. Whoa. I didn't land on the space I thought I was going to. Well, that's kind of takes you a bit by surprise, though. There, doesn't it? But anyway, we're back to collecting notes that appear to only be making scales instead of songs. And knowing scales does not mean you really know how to play something. Tell that to everybody who thinks that because they know how to play a blues scale, they can play guitar. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then, well, read up on it. The blues scale. I don't quite think I can recreate it with just my voice right now because, well, I'm not very good at singy tone noises with my vocal cords. So yeah, you're just gonna have to look it up or take my word for it. That people do that kind of crap all the time. But as the notes keep getting higher and higher, and encroaching further and further on headache territory, we get out of the jaws of death. We get the last and final note. And then we get a chance to trick out gravity. Let's see how long we can do this for. Not very long. I guess I need to move the control stick with the... anyway, star. And because a change in pace is nice every now and again, we have more purple coins. I don't understand why they didn't just spread them out throughout the game, and why they waited until you beat the final boss for all of them. But anyway, we get the purple coin spacewalk in Space Junk Galaxy. Really, they should have spread around the purple coins a little more. They should have made it so that you could get purple coin missions at any time. So that way you weren't bombarded with them the moment that you beat the boss of the game for the first time. Ah, okay. Long jump! This is very much like that Silver Star mission in Space Junk Galaxy. Basically, if you're jumping towards an area with a bunch of coins, you can be sure you're going to land on something solid. The problem does become getting back. But that's another issue for another time. This is just really freaking cool looking. I can't imagine what a pain it must have been to program all this. You know, imagine what a pain it must have been to be the guy, to be the programmer, the designer, said, well, what if we do this? And he had this look on his face saying, how much do you pay me? It is not enough. But I thought it was actually pretty cool to work on, too. But there we go. See, simple. See, I like some of the simple purple coin missions. Some of them are very simple, very easy. But others are not. Crap. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. Here we go. We're on our way back. And we get, with not very great difficulty, we get the star. And because we've completed pretty much everything up to here, we're going to open the next galaxy in the engine room. Toy Time Galaxy. And as if I haven't heaped enough praise upon it in this game, you're going to hear me yet again talk about how awesome the music is in this game. Why am I going to talk about it so much? Well, just wait until these couple screens get out of the way and you'll understand exactly why.
Yes.
Yes. The original Super Mario Brothers theme in remix with like full orchestra and cool crap like that behind it. I love this for that very reason. I love this music. It's awesome. And you know, it was one of those things that it struck me. I was thinking about it one day. Someday in around, God, must have been, was probably 1983, 1984 or so. Koji Kondo, who was, I think, only in his early 20s at the time, was writing this, was, you know, part of Nintendo, who at the time was pretty much a nobody, and he was writing, was charged with writing music for a game they were going to make, and was probably whistling some of this to himself that day, never realizing what would ever become of it. You know, probably never crossed his mind that it could possibly be known by pretty much every person. You know, by pretty much everybody. This song is not just well-known in video game music, it's well-known in general. And we get a new power-up here. Spring Mario. Yep. Press A and you shoot up high into the air. Here's the secret. Spring Mario sucks. Spring Mario is one of these things that I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, but it's a terrible idea. Because you're constantly bouncing. You cannot stand still at all while using Spring Mario. It's ridiculous. I don't get why they did it that way. If it wasn't for that one thing, it's proof of how one really relatively minor thing can make such a huge difference. Because it's a really cool concept, and honestly, the idea of a power-up giving you a really high jump is nothing at all new in games. But the execution is just bad. And notice how, despite the name of this place being Toy Time, there seems to be a bizarre focus on candy here. And food. Just look around you, you'll see it in places. There's a cupcake, there's something with a straw, and here is, they call this Mecha Bowser. Alright, fine. Whatever you say, game. You're the boss. Yeah, that's right. You're... Whatever you say, guys. Whatever you say. I honestly think, when I think Mecha Bowser, I think, oh, that was dumb. No, I don't think that was dumb. When I think of Mecha Bowser, when I think of Mecha Bowser, I think Mario Sunshine in Pinup Arc. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what this should be, instead of This is like 1950s Robo Bowser toy. Which actually would be cool if they actually called it by that name. Mecha implies not just mechanical, which I think was what they were going for here, but it also kind of implies, you know, Gundam style, Gundam style mecha design and stuff. Well. Okay, good. Phew. Ugh. Gravity. See, it's in those places where you're right at the seams between gravity being one way and gravity being another that this game shows the fact that the gravity gimmick is kind of imperfect in places, but it works. Works well enough. And we fly over here and we knock one of its arms off, right? Hey, bat, no. I've died to you guys before. I'm not dying to you guys again. Oh look, continuity. And we end this off with Spring Mario. Ugh. Here's what's even worse. They brought Spring Mario back in Galaxy 2. I don't get why. Really, why would you bring back Spring Mario? It was the worst power-up in the game, but they brought it back. When they got rid of, well, actually I won't mention it because it's kind of spoilerish. I won't mention what they put in its place, but what they took out. But yeah, they kept Spring Mario. I don't get it. Good job. Yep, good job. I saved you. What do you say? I guess I owe you a thanks. You did it. And what does Guillermo back here in the back say? I thought we were done for. I'm pretty sure that 4 was the next. See, you can't even read what they're saying due to the frickin' spring shroom. Whatever. We're done with it. We get the star. And that'll be all for now. This is Micheling's here with Super Mario Galaxy. I will see you guys next time.